No, hello everybody. Oh, for a Monday, the 4th. Hey, it's a nice day here, but it is muggy. As you can probably tell, I'm just sitting here and I'm sweating to death. So, how's everybody doing today? I hope you're all having a good day, and welcome to Rick's Tech Pub. I got no new. I haven't found anything to talk about, so it's whatever you guys want to talk about for the next half hour. Depends on how that goes and how long I'll be here. Hello, Jeff. Still raining? Nope, not anymore. It did stop temporarily. I don't know if it's going to continue later on this afternoon, but for right now, it's stopped raining. Which allowed me to get. I was doing a bunch of running around this morning in the rain, which I wasn't too happy about, but I kind of had to. So, and we still have the hazy skies and the smoke in the air. It's not too bad. The rain's keeping it down, but I suspect it'll come back later this afternoon or this excuse me, into tonight, that smoke will come back. Canada just needs to get a couple of thunderstorms for a couple of days, get all those fires knocked out. So our air down here gets better instead of it being at the critical level it's at now. And I think they're saying it's unhealthy. At least the last I saw a couple of days ago. Check the weather here. Goddamn YouTube, you're always behind. You're just starting up now. I don't know why it does that. 69 degrees. We are a little bit cooler today. And it's cloudy, and I don't think we'll see much of the sun today. Air quality. Poor. And we are at a air quality level is 75. Could be a little bit better, I guess. Resulting in lungs and bloodstream, resulting in serious health issues. Well, I wasn't out that long, so I don't think it's going to affect me that much, but they're still advising people with health issues to stay indoors. Particulate matter. Hmm. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Oh, did I just shut everything off? No, I didn't. Good. Hey, Hanstash. Hope you're having a good day. My day is going all right. It's a little bit busy, but really, it's not that bad. It's just busy, which is better than me just sitting around doing nothing. So I got a little bit of work to do on my trailer. I noticed this morning. Some things are needing adjustment. The hitch on my bike, for one thing, is loose. So when I hook the trailer up to it, it's turning on me. I need to find a way of tightening that down so it doesn't move. And then it's also the way that trailer designed the hitch. It's kind of at a different kind of an angle, so it always points it downward. So I gotta fix that, tighten some things, get some air in the back tire a little bit. It's a little bit low. In the Finger Lakes region? What are you talking about? Lakes region of New. Yeah, it's They say we're in poor air quality here, but I can see off in the horizon. I can see the smoke above the trees. So yeah, we're gonna be dealing with this for I don't know. They say it could become our new norm of life. That and I hope they're wrong, but they're saying it could be this way for several years. And I don't know why Canada just doesn't go up there and put the fires out. I don't know why they're just letting it burn and burn and burn and affecting everybody's health. But that's the rumor I've heard is nobody's doing anything about the fires. So they're just burning out of control, which I doubt. I think someone's looking after it and trying to cut it down a little bit, but I don't know. My dad's actually complaining now because the smoke's hitting down there in Kansas. The wind has actually pushed the smoke down there. A little bit lighter than we have it, but they still have a little bit of haziness. I saw a picture of it, and yeah, they're hazing. They've got smoke down there. And my dad emailed me and said he didn't think the smoke would make it down that far. Oh yeah, if the wind can carry it, it'll bring it down there. Yeah, that's what I've heard. The northern part or northeastern part of Canada, somewhere around there, they've got a huge forest fire. God, I got a haircut one of these days. I've just got to. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are gonna recognize me when I get my hair cut. All this hair you see on the signs, all this hair here and here, all gonna be gone. All of us is just gonna get shaved to about that long. So I'm just gonna have someone shave it all off, and I'll kind of look like Brian Lightfoot. I don't want to, but I don't like this hair the way it is, and going out in the wind, it just gets. I get strange looks from people. It's like, you ever comb your hair? It's like I did before I left. The wind must have gotten a hold of it. So now that I'm getting public comments about it, I've got to do something about it. I just don't want to pay the money for it. I really, really, really don't. There's people around here that have shavers, and I asked Dennis if he would do it. He said, "Not without money, I won't." Like, oh, forget it. He wants as much as the barbers. He says, "Give me $25, I'll shave your sides." Shave my sides for 25, 30. I said, "No. I'll just have to convince Jackie or Brett to do it, and they've got scissors or something. They'll just cut off my sides and call it good." I'm not gonna do it myself because if I did it myself, oh my god, that would be that wouldn't be good. So one of these days, I'm gonna turn my camera on. You're gonna look at it and say, "Who the hell's that?" Well, it's me. It's just no more hair. I'm planning on getting rid of it one of these days, unless I get talked out of it. Well, the sides are definitely going. I don't know about the back. They might want me to keep that. I don't know yet. Undecided. But that's what I plan on doing. So one of these, just be prepared. One of these days, you're gonna see a bald guy looking at you, and it's just me with no hair. And it's not that I have cancer or anything. It's just getting tired of having hair. It's always blowing in the wind. It looks like it's ugly. I just gotta find someone that'll do it without charging me a couple arms and a couple leg, without charging me an arm and a leg and a couple extra toes. And they're wanting like Dennis up on ninth floor. He says, "Yeah, give me $25, I'll do it." It's like, no, this is gonna take you 2 seconds and buzz this to buzz that. And you want $25? I ain't doing it. The other beauty shop in Northeast, he wants 27. No, that's outrageous. I can go down to St. Cloud to the haircut school or whatever it is, where they teach people how to cut hair. I can get it down in St. Cloud for like, I think my mom said they've raised their prices from five. I think it's like $8 or $9 nowadays. So I think next time I'm down with my mom's, which is the next time I go down to get my injections for my back, I think I'll stop at that place and just Tell them the same thing. Just shave the sides. Leave the back alone, or if it don't look right, then shave the back and then shave the sides. I'm not sure I'm really prepared for that, really. I'm not really sure if I'm going to like that or not, but better than what I'm dealing with now. Hey, kiddo. No, I'm not going in competition. It's just, and I'm not going to really be completely, well, I don't know. It's undecided. I don't know if I'm going to get rid of everything or if I'm just going to keep my back or the size is what I definitely want gone, but so I'm kind of undecided on that yet. Yeah, you're cheaper down in those states. I think Great Clips is around here. It's about 20. I think the last guy I heard got his hair cut. He said $24, and they said it was kind of ridiculous. He did the same thing I'm gonna do. They cut his sides, trimmed his back a little bit, and it was like 24, 26, $27. I don't know. I think they may have screwed up. I think it was supposed to be like $21, but somehow he got overcharged. And he just paid it and said, fuck it. He was just going to find someone else to do it for free because a lot of people up here will just do it for the money and just do a horseshit job at it. I mean, you'll have zigzags in your hair and it just won't look right. They just want the money, that's all. There's some people out there that'll do it right, but most of them will just do a horseshit job and say, okay, there you go, $27. Like, for this horseshit job, you want 27. You've got no choice, you gotta pay it, but I don't know. I gotta find someone around here in town that's gonna do it for little to nothing, which I think is gonna be impossible. So I may just have to grab $30 from my account and just start walking the streets to a beauty place that cuts hair. And give them $30. I'd shave my sides. You sure you really want us to do that? Yeah, I'm sure. You're gonna look funny. I don't give a just shave the sides. Like, all right, fine. $27.99. Take about 3 minutes. Well, they'll trim the back a little bit, get rid of the loose ends, the frayed ends on the back here, but I don't know. I don't know how they do that nowadays. I haven't been to a place to get cut hair for 30 some years. This hair stopped growing 30 years ago, 20 years ago. So if I shave all this off, it's gone for good. It'll never come back because of all the scars. I might got one, two, three, and three in the middle. So that's 5, 6. I got about 6 scars on my head from things gouging my head when I go across it and pieces of metal just gouging into my head. Got a lot of scars, and scars, hair won't grow on scars. That's a lot of beauticians have told me that. It's like, if you got a scar there, and she looked at one lady looked at it, it's like, Jesus Christ, no wonder you're going bald. It's all scars up here. I said, yeah, that's because of all the pieces of metal that have dinged me in the head throughout the years. She just kind of looked at me and said, ouch. So she just scissors and trimmed and did whatever. This time I'm thinking of chopping it all. Getting rid of it all. If my dad's coming up here in October, he's going to take a double look at me. Is that you? I said, yeah, it's me. I'm just going to look totally different. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it on my own. What is your name? Heads down. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I'm saying your name right. I'd have to. I don't know. There's got to be someone around here that can do it. I gotta get a hold of Jackie. I wrote her a note. She never got back to me. I don't know if she's willing to do it for free or not, but I'm not gonna do it for $27 or $30, which I think is just outrageous. How you doing today, Tony? Trying to talk without yelling. Someone said I was yelling in chat the other day. Said I was yelling, so I've kind of tuned down my voice and I turned down the gain or whatever it is. And I know my meter down here in the bottom, she's getting up into the yellow a little bit, so I've got it turned down on purpose so I don't blast people out of their chairs. If they've got headphones or something on and I start talking loud, they'll just. So I've adjusted it so it sounds a little bit better. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know whether today's weather. I'll have to get done what I can get done today. Because the bridge is dried up, so that means it's not raining outside anymore. You can tell the difference with concrete when it's wet and when it's dry. It looks like it's pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much dried up. So I think we're clear of the rain for a while. I think we're supposed to get later tonight, a little bit of a few showers. The other thing that's probably going to go too is this mustache. I'm getting tired of chewing on my hair, which I could trim it, but I do that almost every other day, and I'm kind of getting tired of doing that. Gets old after a while. Hello, John. You out doing yard work or what? Oh, just checking on chat, making sure I haven't missed anything. Where is Ken Stout today? Is he not here? I don't see him. Or how am I doing? I'm doing okay. Kind of had a wet morning this morning because I ended up doing a bunch of things out in the rain. But good thing about it is I did get get a little bit of cash out of it. So I got some money, some cash to put in my pocket later on. Which it's in the bedroom, but I didn't get paid too much, but I don't charge a lot either. Just enough for them to get what they need, and they pay me $5 or $10, and that's it. And I did that. Did 2 trips this morning in the rain, and I wasn't too happy about it. By the time I got downtown, by the time I got to the south side of town, I was a drenched rat. Like, you kidding, folks? You really want me to do this in the rain? Well, you're gonna get paid good for it. It's like, yeah, that's what you people always say, and it's the same amount every time. $10 or $12, which I think I'm gonna start laying out my own prices. How long it's gonna take, how far I've got to go and how many miles. I think I'm gonna come up with my own chart or something, and I'll just send it to someone and put it downstairs on the bulletin board on second. Delivery for my bike and the trailer. Here's how my hours, my rates, how many pounds it is, and whatever. That's what I'm gonna charge them. Need to it's another thing I need to make is another logo for that courier service, pickup, delivery, or whatever. I need to do something with that. Um, See, people are asking for my phone number and my email, and I'm so reluctant to doing that. Especially the people that are, you know, for especially for hackers out there nowadays. This one lady asked me, well, if I wanted you to do this again, how do I get a hold of you? I don't know. I don't want to give him my email, and I really don't want to give him my phone number, but I'll have to do something. Give him my phone number, have him text me, I guess. I don't know. Because there'll have to be a start time and a finish time. So when I start, it'll be here like at 1:07. Get there at a quarter to 2. They do the round trip, and it's about an hour and 5 minutes. It'd be so many dollars. I don't quite know how to do that. Hey, Ken. I'm just asking about you. Oh, you're visiting your mom. All right. Hope you have fun. But, yeah, that's kind of what I was doing this morning in the rain. My first one started, like I said at the beginning of chat earlier this morning, said, I'm out getting breakfast in the rain. Unfortunately, it wasn't for me. There's somebody up on the 11th floor. They called me and said, do you mind running to McDonald's getting me breakfast? Like, you do know it's raining. Yeah, I know, but I also have a $20 bill here. Never mind. Tell me when to go. They said, well, come up here. I'll give you what you need to get. And I had to double check and make sure they had the order right, which I don't think that lady at McDonald's liked that. Because I got my order and I took everything out of the bag and I checked the list because it's too high. Okay, so the lady looked at me and says, is that necessary? Well, yeah, you guys have screwed up orders before and they didn't get what they wanted, so I'm checking. And she just waved at me and said, get out of here. But, all right, so I put everything back in the bags and walked out. They don't like you doing that. They really don't like you double checking their work. But I did right in front of her. I just wanted to make sure I had everything so I didn't have to come back. She didn't like it that I did that. No. I think that's what would scare them straight is to stop screwing up orders. Is if it's to go, take everything out of the bag, look at your receipt, what you ordered, and make sure you got like 3 burgers, 1, 2, 3 burgers, 2 orders of fries, and apple pie. Make sure you get everything and then put it back in the bag. Then say thank you, have a good day, and leave. That's what I did. Even though I think I kind of irritated him. There's one guy, I think the manager or whoever he was, he walked right up to. He didn't say anything. He just looked at what I was doing. He looked at me and he turned around and walked away. They don't like you doing that, but I think that's what I'm gonna have to start doing because I had one last week that was screwed up. She kind of got pissed at me. We didn't need to check the order before you left. No, I'd assumed they got it right. She said, don't ever assume they get it right. Like, yes, ma'am. So I take everything out of the bag right there in front of them. It's like, okay, 3 burgers, 2 orders of fries, 2 orders of fries. Yep, you got everything. And I left. Boy, they didn't like me doing that. They really did not like me doing that. And she asked me, can't you try it? And I said, no, I can't. You guys have screwed things up before. That's what pissed her off. She threw the towel and went back. That's when the guy walked up to me almost nose to nose. He just looked at what I was doing, looked at me, turned around and walked away. Sorry, guys, but I don't trust you anymore. You've screwed up enough times that now I got to double check what's there and what isn't there. I could have done it outside, yeah, but to make the point to him, I did it right there at the counter. Too bad. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing around here lately. Is when I get something ordered that I have to take back, I kind of double check it. Like the other day, I had to go to Cub Northeast to get about I don't know, $71, 23 cents. Someone ordered some food at Cub, and they had already called Cub and had the order done for them. They wanted some food and different things, and they had it all ready. So all I had to do is go to Cub. Um, I don't know, there was a place I had to go there in Cub, and Stand there and wait, and the guy comes out, say, "You here to for the high-rise order?" I said, "Yep." He put everything in the cart, and then when he was gone, I took the bags and I looked at it. It's like, "The soup's there." He said, "Yeah, I think they got everything." I kind of get nervous about leaving somewhere and just not having everything. Being that the Brenner and Baxter in this area are so much into the habit of doing orders half-assed, as I say it. They'll just throw in there what they want to throw in there. It's like, well, too bad for him. He doesn't get everything, but he got that. And I can't accept that anymore, especially if it's for other people. If it's for other people and I'm getting paid to do it, these people have got to start getting these orders right. And that's what I'm trying to get them to do. That's why I had McDonald's this morning. I stood right in front of them, took everything out of the bag to make sure everything was there. And it was. And that's kind of how my morning has been. And I know I got a couple tires. I got to check. And that tire's starting to get a little bit low by a little bit, not much. My trailer tires, I know, are needing a little bit of air. Not much, but again, they need a little bit. Yeah, that's true. I think, I don't know. I think if McDonald's starts seeing me do it, I think, but if they see me walking in, they say, "Oh God, Rick's here for another order. Let's get it right." I think that's what I'm gonna start training him to do. So if I start doing that from now on, they'll say, "You don't have to do it. We double checked it before we gave it to you." No, you didn't. I'll take everything out of the bag. Yeah, I shouldn't be that mean, but I just can't trust people anymore. A lot of people just like to half-ass everything. Oh, half of it's there. You want the rest of it? Oh well. Well, I'm not leaving till I get the rest of it. Where's the rest of it? Well, you gotta pay for it. No, it was already paid for before I got here. Well, you gotta pay if you want this. You got to say. So then I had the lady that the order was for. I had them call them, and she literally chewed him out. Said, "I sent him over there to get that. And where is the rest of the order I'm supposed to be getting?" Well, if you want the rest of it, and she said she had already paid for it. And the guy kept saying, "No, you didn't." He said, "Look on your register or whatever." And he pulled up the order. And, "Oh, son of a gun, you did pay." He apologized and went back and got the rest of it. And he was trying to scam me out of. Yeah, I know what he was trying to do until she called and told him that she had already paid for it. And he's just there to get it. He didn't believe me. He didn't believe her until until he checked. He went back in the register because the receipt has a number. He just went typed in that number, and there her order came up. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And he said, "Yeah, you son of a gun, you did get everything." And whatever wasn't in there, of whatever it was, I guess they went back and got it. And I'm gonna get people trained eventually around here that with me, I just can't be affording to be having people do things in a little bit. Say, "Here's half your order. She wants the rest of it." Well, she's got to pay for it. It's like, that's already prepaid for. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Look at the receipt. It's been Oh, I'm sorry. He went back and he corrected it. They just don't read. They don't read the receipt. They just throw it aside. I've seen them do it. They look at my receipt and they just take it and they just chuck it. They try to guess from their head what they wanted, what they were supposed to get, and they always get it wrong. And I asked them about that. I said, when I give you guys a receipt, why do you throw it away or throw it on the table? It's like, well, because I know. It's like, no, take it back there because it's a different person that packs up the order or whatever it is, wherever I'm at. And I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some paperwork on that later, as a matter of fact. For the 2 deliveries I made, I've got one later tonight or today. I've got to go pick up, and It will stay in the trailer overnight because it actually gets dropped off tomorrow. So, and I've got a bike cover, I've got a trailer cover, and I'll just cover the stuff so it doesn't get wet. And that's gonna sit in the trailer overnight. They won't be there till tomorrow, and I gotta go get it today because they won't. I can't do it tomorrow. Won't have time. Yeah, I don't usually do deliveries. I mean, I am delivery. I mean, but yeah, if I want to go, if I want some, I usually go get it. There's a lot of people that use that. I forget what the service is where they'll go get your order at McDonald's or something or Burger King or go to Cub. They'll bring it back. It's really expensive doing it that way, but I know there's a lot of people here that do that. They don't want to leave the comfort of their home, so I'm just the other side of that, except I do mine on a bike in a trailer. Which reminds me, I need to go into the bike shop probably tomorrow and um, sign up or get a pre-order going for a new bike. They just won't hand you one and you pay for it. You gotta pre-register, or you gotta do everything pre. You gotta do it before you get your bike, and then you come back a month later or something like that, and they'll have I don't know. They've changed how they do it. You just can't go in and pick the bike you want. Say I want this bike. Say nope, can't do it that way. They gotta pre-order, pre-register, pre-something, and then you gotta give them so much down for it, and then I don't know. He told me that the other day. They've complicated the way of buying a bicycle. It's a little bit more difficult than what it was, and that's just only because of what Trek is doing. The company of Trek, they're making easy riders jump through hoops. So we kind of have to. How did that break? We kind of have to follow suit on that and just do everything before you get your bike or whatever, and then you have to go back later on and get it. But pre-registering to get a bike, that's a new one. I haven't heard that before. And he said, yeah, it's something new we're trying to do. They may not keep it that way, but Brian Moon, the manager at the bike shop, said that they want to try it that way for a while and try doing things more by appointment instead of everybody rushing in at once. And they're doing things more by appointment now, which really doesn't fit my schedule because by the time I get done, then I do my live stream. It's already 3 o'clock, and that's when they kind of close their doors at 3 o'clock, and it's by appointment only after that, which completely screws me over because you can't walk in there and talk to them. You got to make an appointment to talk to them. It sucks because I've had other bikes that I've had to work on, and it's like 3:30, quarter to 4, and I know they're still open, but they say no entrance unless you have an appointment. It's at starting at 3 o'clock, and I got there at like 3:24. I looked at my cell phone. It's like 3:24. Like, God dang it! It means I have to come back tomorrow. So I did. I was there by 11 o'clock the next morning. But to do that, I had to drop something else where I was supposed to be. And I said, I'll have to put you off till later because I've got to get over to the bike shop, and this is the only time I can get there. Because after I get done at 3 o'clock, they're by appointment only after 3 o'clock. And by appointment, I'm talking prior appointments that were made the day before. You can't just walk in there and say, well, can I make an appointment today? It's like, no. You have to be for the next day or next few days. It's a sucking way of doing it. And a lot of people have told me they've actually starting to go down to St. Cloud to get their bikes because they're not going to deal with Easy Rider's bullcrap of registering and doing all this other things to get a new bike. Like I say, I think it's Trek that's making him do that. The owner Ken wasn't there, and I would have asked him. This is what. So after I get done at the end of the day at 3 o'clock, well, it's too late for me to get in then. They're already by appointment only, or 4 appointments only after 3 o'clock. And a guy like me that's busy right up till 3 o'clock, and then I try to go over there and I knock on their door and I read the note and say, oh shit. That means I have to come back tomorrow or a different day. I was in there last week and I got a bike cover. Holy crap, are they expensive? It was like $58 for a bike cover. I'm like, are you kidding me? $58 just for that? Yeah. And then of course, I got a call from my mom about that because it went on my checking account. She said, "What did you spend $58 for? Bike cover? That's a little expensive, isn't it?" Yeah, it is. That's why next time I'm gonna have to say I can't do Amazon because I. Well, she said, "Well, next time we'll have to bring you down here and we'll go to the local bike shops and we'll see if we get one different or cheaper." She said you probably shouldn't have gotten it for $58. And she said there's other places we could have found one a little bit better and a little bit cheaper. I was like, yeah, but I needed one then and that, that day. Because I was getting tired of it sitting out in the rain without being covered. It doesn't really hurt anything, but the chain kind of gets rusty with all the moisture and the water sitting out on all the time. Which yesterday, I believe, was the last day of our county fair. We had a county fair in town since July 30th, I think. I think that's when they got in town. They just left yesterday on Sunday. Yeah, that's what somebody emailed me about that same thing, John. He said, "Thank God I did the yard work yesterday, because he was gonna do it this morning. He was gonna get up in the morning when it was cooler. He was gonna get the yard work done. Well, thank God he did it yesterday morning. Because yesterday afternoon it started raining. So he's glad he did it the day before." Someone asked me if I do or texted me a friend asking for a friend if I do yard work. Not really. If I do raking of leaves, yeah, you do raking of leaves, and you get the blisters on your hands from holding that rake all day. And oh my god, those blisters hurt. Even if you wear gloves, I still get that blister. It's all right there, about all the way down from here to there. That whole area is just one big blister, all the way around up to in my hand. I just can't do raking leaves anymore. Hurts too much. I can mow yards, I can do whatever, but raking leaves and getting that blister, I'd rather not. I did that for Tony a couple of years ago, and I had blisters all up on my hands, my palms were all blistered after about 4 hours of raking. Man, my hand was a mess. Then Tony looked at my hand and said, "Oh my God, that's from you raking?" Yeah, I had a blister here, and my whole thumb area was all nothing but a blister. I was like, yeah, that's why he gave me the gloves, but it still didn't help. I still got a blister. So I just don't do raking anymore. I mean, I'll do a little bit for like 5-10 minutes, and I'll just say, okay, I'll throw the rake to somebody else. You got to finish it because I'm not gonna get that blister back, which is very for me is very painful because you just touch that area, it's just tender. It's like, ouch. So I don't like raking. Raking leaves or raking small branches off a yard. If it's for a short period of time, I can do it. But if it's like for 3 or 4 hours, I get that big, huge, long blister on my hand, and ouch. Mm, I don't like it. Yeah, that's good. That you have a bagger. But this guy didn't. He's just got a. I think his neighbor comes over and mows his yard. Because I don't think Tony and his wife have a mower. I don't think they do. I haven't seen one. But he was the one I went and raked his yard a couple years ago. It took me like 3 or 4 hours. And by the time I got home, I had one huge long blister on my hand. Ow. Those hurt. I don't like those kind of blisters. I think that's why Tony hasn't asked me to come back and do his yard again. He usually asks me. He asked me twice a year before, and then I think last year. No, it wasn't. I think it wasn't 2024. I think it was 2023. Whenever he raked his yard, the front and back and the sides. Oh my god, the blisters I got from that. For me, it's just not worth doing. So then I told him, I said it would be helpful if he had a mower with a bagger. He said, yeah, but it's not worth it with a small yard. Which he's right. It's a small yard, but still raking that yard. Yeah. I mean, they're renting the place they live in, so they they have to keep the yard kind of looking nice. And he didn't really want to do it, so he called me. He said, "You want to come over and rake our yard? I'll pay you." And I said I would, but I kind of forgot about getting that blister. It quickly reminded me about 2 hours later after raking. That blister started forming. It's like, yeah, I can feel that blister. Oh. I mean, I finished it, but oh my god. So that's one thing I really don't do anymore is raking. Simply because of what it does to my hands. Just, I get nothing but a big blister. I need to clean the front of my air conditioner. I just looked at it. It's starting to get a little bit of... Yeah, it's getting dirty. Yeah, I need to clean that. I didn't think I was getting that dirty. I'll have to take a rag and some cleaner stuff to it and clean it. And it's just looking at it, it's like, why am I seeing different shades of white? And then it dawned on me, that's where the dirt is. I'll have to take that whole front grill thing off and take it in the shower and blast all the dirt off of it. I didn't think it was getting that dirty until I just looked at it. Looking at the corners, the far edges of it. It's getting dirty. Yep, that's dirt. Because I asked the guy I bought this air conditioner from, can I take that whole front panel thing off and run it under my shower? He said, yeah, it should. Then you just snap the bottom back on and snap it shut. But he said he should be able to take it off there. Yeah, one way or another, I'll be able to get that. I don't know if it has pins or something I have to pull on it or what, but the whole thing folds down. Back here, hang on a minute. I don't know if you guys can see this. My air conditioner. I got this. See, this filter thing here is yuck. I may have to replace that is what I'll do. I just won't clean it, I'll replace it. I didn't think it was that ugly until I just looked at it. Holy moly, that is dirty. Because in the end here you can see where the dirt line is and where it's clean. And same thing over this side, there's a line where you can see where the dirt starts and where it stops. I thought he said the front. Yeah, he does. Okay, that's what I wanted to check, and it does. That whole front panel thing, there's clips and it comes off. Yeah, I might just go get a new filter. Heck with cleaning it. I'll just go get the model number off my air conditioner and go back to where I bought it from and tell them, guys, I need a new filter. This one's getting dirty and it won't come clean anymore. And I don't like the filter on it. It's a really thin filter that breaks easy. Very easy. That's why it's broken. That's why it's so wobbly and floppy, because the plastic, the other side of it's broken. So I do need to replace it, but then again, I don't know how much they're going to charge me for that. And if you guys haven't noticed, I do like keeping things in pristine, clean shape. I don't like things getting dirty. And that's getting dirty. I didn't think that filter was that bad until I just looked at it. That's why that light keeps going off. The change filter or clean the filter. I just cleaned it the other day, but I'm gonna have to replace it. I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, I just looked at it at a different angle of light, and I can see where it's the dirt is and where the filter is clean. Holy moly! Yeah, I'll have to call him and get that replaced, or I don't know. I'll have to do something with it. I didn't realize it was that ugly. And I clean it, a couple times a month, but I just brush the dust off of it. I don't take it in the shower and run it on. I haven't done that in a while. I think maybe I should start doing that. I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't take a close look at it the first time. I just took the filter out, gave it a good shake, snap it on the table, get some of the dust off it, snap it back in there, and close the door. I didn't think, yeah, I'll have to clean it. Now I know why that light keeps going off. Now I know why it's telling me to clean the filter. I gotta do a better job of cleaning it. I didn't think it was that dirty. I thought it was just get the dust off of it and you're good to go. That's not what it is. That's not what it's complaining about. I need to actually physically scrub that filter. Again, it's about that thick. So if I'll probably just go get a new one. I'll take a picture of it and I'll tell them the kind of air conditioner I have and how long I've had it thereabouts. And say, do you have another one of these filters? Yep. They'll take me over there, and how much they are, I don't know, but hopefully they say they'll give you two for a little bit more of a increase in price. But I'd like to have two filters. Screen filters. They're not really filters. They're just, I don't know what you call them. Filtration device or something. It stops the dust from getting in the air conditioner or the bigger particles of dirt. But yeah, I didn't. I looked at the one side now that I saw it different in a different shade of light. Like, yeah, I'm better off just to replace it. I didn't think it was that bad. Ugh. Roundup at Walmart. Hello, Robert. Nice to see you here today. It's 2:50 already, guys. You got about 10 minutes. So if there's anything that's on your mind, I think now's about the time to talk about it because I'm gonna start wrapping it up here in about 5 minutes. And someone asked me to help them put in a new air conditioner that I got, and I said I can't do that with my back and my hernia. She says, "Oh, if you got a hernia, then forget it. I'll call my brother." She immediately knew when I mentioned hernia, I can't be lifting an air conditioner. And she asked me, she couldn't lift it. She says, "Is it possible for you to come up here and put an air conditioner in?" I don't know. I got a bad back, a hernia, and She heard hernia. I said, "No, no, no, forget it. I'll ask my brother to do it. You're closer, you're quicker, but if you can't do it, you shouldn't. I'll call my brother." I said, "Okay, thank you." I still probably went up there and put it in for her, but I really shouldn't. And if she couldn't have gotten a hold of anybody, I would have called somebody, and the two of us went up there and put it in for her. I think she just bought it. I think um, they got it out of the box, but then they can't get it from the floor up to the sleeve and slide it in there. And I said, I sure as hell can't do it alone. No, I'll pay the price for that because that hernia. No, no. That's why she immediately said, no, 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 forget it. She'll call her brother. Or her dad, who was in his 80s. She'll call her dad, say, Dad, can you come up and put the air conditioner in? At my age? No. More than likely, he'll tell her no. I don't think an 86, 87-year-old man should be picking up a 100-pound air conditioner and putting it in a sleeve. I think some younger, muscular people should be doing that. But if it comes down to it, when I was about to leave, she said, but if I have to call my dad, I'll call my dad. But I don't want to call an 85-year-old man to come over here and do it. But if she doesn't have a choice, she doesn't have a choice. It's not like you can't get help in this building. People don't help you around here. You want help, and it's like, go find somebody else, and they'll slam the door in your face. It's like I went next door and I asked Todd, can you come over and help me for a second? Nope. Slammed his door shut. Like, fine, don't help me. I go down to Ames, and I asked Ames if he could come down here and help. No, I'm busy. Like, all right, fine. So then, whether I'm supposed to or not, I just end up doing it myself. Then they get mad at me and said, well, if I knew you were doing that and you had a hernia, why didn't you tell me? It's like, I did. Oh, I didn't hear you. Yeah. Oh, so I hope everybody's had a good Monday so far. Hope it has not been a manic Monday. Mine's just been a busy day in the rain. It's just been running back and forth from between Brainerd and Baxter. Did 3 trips this morning, which is 4, 8, 14 miles I've done already. They go from the far end of Baxter into the far end of northeast of Brainerd on Washington Street. That whole stretch is about 4 miles, and I went up and down that road 3 times. So I did get the miles in today. I didn't take Washington itself. I took the side road, but it's the same length as Washington. You're just not facing the heavy traffic. And all the stoplights I would have had to hit. So I take the side road, which is still about 4 miles. So hopefully I get to rest for the rest of the afternoon and just kind of take it easy, get some things done around here. I've got some computers I need to update. My mini computers badly need to be updated, especially this older one, the first one that I got from Carrie. I haven't touched that in a couple of months, so I need to get the updates on that done. My mini computer in the bedroom, that's probably about a month behind. I was just using it about a month ago, and then I turned it off, and I haven't turned it on since, so I need to get the updates done on that. And a little bit more finagling and stuff with my network, and I think I've got that pretty much buttoned up. I think I've got that working pretty much like it should. Get a few of the permissions and things kind of worked out, and get some of the bugs worked out of it, and I think it'll be working fine. Because I can play movies and music and everything from that computer. I just can't take anything from that computer and send it to the server computer through the network. It's not letting me. It's just saying I don't have permission, so it's a permissions issue. And I know I just got to go through all the permission settings and get them set up straight and get everything worked out there. And then I'll be able to send things back and forth on the network. You got problems with weeds, John? Yeah, my mom's story is the reason she got leukemia is because the guy that was flying over their house and spraying the crops or fields or whatever she's saying that he was using Roundup, and you get, I don't know. She says that's how she got her leukemia. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but I don't know if Roundup over several years of being around that stuff you can get leukemia or cancer or something like that. I don't know. I know nothing about it. I'm just taking her word for it because that's what she suspects and how she suspects she got it. But I don't know. I think under light use you can get away with it, but I don't know, do you have to use ventilation gear when you're using Roundup? I don't know. I've heard some other people do that just so they don't get the fumes of it in their lungs. But again, I don't know. I've never used it. And from what I've heard about it, I probably never will. Cancer causing agents in it, I guess. What good does that do if you can snap it open? That's useless. Those wire strap things or whatever you call them. These. They've used a bunch of those. I probably need to get some more. I think I'm running low on those. I don't just use them for computers. I use them for everything else. Yeah, it's 2:58, guys. Any last words or any last statements you guys want to say? Because I'm going to be closing it down here in about a minute. So I want to spend some time outside and go looking for a few people, see if they're home, or might stop at my friend's work and see what he's doing, and catch up with him, see if he's going to be doing anything later, and might do some laundry, might do some cleaning. Yeah, I've always got a list of things I got to do around here. So to everyone, Headstash, Jeff, Tony, John, Ken, Ghetto, probably leaving out a few names here that I haven't mentioned. I don't mean to be skipping anybody, but Tony. Hope everybody has a great afternoon. I do thank you for being here on my live stream. And before you leave, hit the like, and then later on leave a comment. But be sure to hit the like button so that I guess it tells YouTube or something, their algorithm, that you like the stuff that the contents of the video or the live stream or whatever. I don't know, but anyhow, you guys know what to do. I'm not gonna pester you about it like other channels do. They just constantly tell you to hit the like button, subscribe. You guys know what to do. So with that, I'm gonna let you go. I hope, like I said, have a good day, and I'll see everyone tomorrow. Same time, same place, same everything. So with that, guys, I'll catch you all later. Bye for now.